Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog from Benna Rider. Today we're testing out the Kawasaki Z650 RS. It is a retro styled bike. Basically it has all the ingredients of the Z650, which is already well known from Kawasaki. Now this is the little daughter or little sister, or no, little brother, I don't know what you want to call it, from the Z900 RS. And I think it is a very nice companion, and it basically has everything that you would expect it to have, like from the Z650, only it is kind of retro styled. That is the only difference. Actually not the only difference. I will tell you about the differences to the Z650 now. We have a different seat height because the seat is different, of 820 millimeter here. You have a seat option of 800 millimeter available. If you want, you can order that specifically for this model. We also have 3 colors. In Spain we have prices from around 8,600 to 8,800 on the road. This color here is black and is the lower priced version. The higher priced versions are the gray black version and a green version, and yeah, they're higher priced models. The other difference to the Z650, it has complete LED lighting now. Also the tank is a little bit smaller than the Z650, the regular Z650, and this one here has 12 liters. The weight of the bike is basically the same, 187 kilos. Yeah, that's basically it. I will show you a bit about the controls and the display now. So here we go. On the left hand side we have the clutch lever, which is a slipper clutch, adjustable in 5 positions. We have a high beam, low beam light. We have the passing light, which is in the front here. We have a button here for the display to switch it around. We have the blinker switch here, and we have the horn here. We also have the hazard light switch here on the left hand side. On the right hand side we have the kill switch and the starter switch, the gas throttle, and we have the brake lever for the front brakes, also adjustable in 5 positions. So the dash looks like this. On the left hand side we have the speedometer, on the right hand side we have the RPM counter with some indicator lights inside. Also the blinker lights, turn signal lights you see down below. We have, I don't know what this red, it is basically on this light when the engine is not started. Maybe it's also a shift light, I don't know. In the middle, we have the multifunction LCD display with, on the left-hand side, the fuel capacity. On the right-hand side, we have the temperature from the coolant. In the middle, we have the gear indicator. Down below, we have the clock. And underneath that, we have the different data we can switch around with a toggle switch. Here we have trip A, trip B. Currently we're in odometer. I will go up. We have trip A, trip B. We have actual fuel consumption, average fuel consumption, and the range. And that's about it. That's all for the display. I have to add, actually, the display is better readable when there's direct sunlight on it. Here, this middle display, it is kind of hidden between these two instruments, so you always get the shadow, you know, from the instruments and from the gauges. So it's not always clearly visible, I have to add. When there's direct sunlight, it's much better. Hello and welcome back here to Benna Rider. We're on the test ride on the Kawasaki Z650 RS retro styling. Yeah, what can I say? I like it very much. I just test rode the Z650, the regular Z650, the other day, and there's basically no difference when it comes to the engine. I mean, it is the same engine. There are just some slight differences which I will tell you now once again. Other than that, yeah, it's basically a regular Z650, only in retro style. Anyways, yeah, this is the, by the way, this is the 48 horsepower version. My dealer always gets the Z650s or the 650s in 48 horsepower, so all of the riders with different licenses A and A2 can enjoy them likewise. That's why I am not able, that's why I will not be able to test ride any 650 engine with 68 horsepower, unfortunately. But on the other hand, maybe that's good, because most of the people or most of the testers actually testing out the 68 horsepower. Anyways, yeah, very nice flickability, handling is very nice. It is basically the Z650. Yes, the differences to the regular Z650 are, of course, the styling. The tank is smaller. This one here has 12 liters. The regular Z650 has 15 liters. Also, the seat height is different on this one. We have 820 millimeters. The other one has 790. You can get a different seat option here. You can get a different seat option with this one. Seat height 800 millimeters. If you're a little bit smaller, you know, if your legs are smaller. My height is 175 and 1 meters and 75 centimeters, and for me it is the 820 here. It's basically just right. It feels right. Also for taller riders, I think it's pretty nice. And well, what else can I say? Let me think. The clutch, the clutch is actually a slipper clutch, so it's assist and slipper clutch, and it has ABS. It does not have traction control, so yeah, the whole package is basically like the Z650. This one is actually equipped with full LED lights. The other one does not have that. The blinkers on the other one are not LED. What else? Other differences? I always keep forgetting one thing. Oh well, if I think about it, I will let you know. Yes, very nice. Even at lower rev range, it pulls you. It is very, very nice, and the pickup is very good. Even for 48 horsepower, I don't think down below you feel a very big difference to the 68 horsepower version. Yeah, it is definitely a nice contender in the race of the retro bikes. You know, more and more retro bikes are coming out now. Actually, I would compare this a little bit to the Triumph Trident 660, although I'm not really sure if the Trident really is called, you can call it a retro bike. It basically has the same price range for the Trident, so I'm not really sure. Yeah, the other one is a bit more powerful. Yeah, it is pretty nice for me. Definitely more than enough power. And it is very maneuverable. You know, it is fairly light still. I mean, a little bit heavier than the Trident. I think it weighs 187 kilos, but still very flickable, easy handle. You can easily handle this. Yeah, it is really a joy to ride, to tell you the truth. There's a little bit of vibrations in the seat, I have to tell you that, but I also noticed that on the Z650, on the regular one. Other than that, I don't really have anything to complain about this. I mean, there's no wind protection naturally on this one here because it's a naked. We will go onto the highway, freeway now in a moment, and yeah, the pickup in the higher gears, of course, is not as good, you know, as the 68 horsepower naturally. But yeah, for me, as I said, you know, I don't really need that much horsepower. Yeah, the other thing that I noticed, the difference to the regular Z650 is the sound. Actually, I do think, although I think it might be the same exhaust than on the other 650, I do think the sound on the regular Z650 sounds a bit nicer, a little bit deeper, more bass. Yeah, but that's just what I think. Maybe I'm not right, I don't know. But I just test rode the other 650 last week or so, and I noticed, you know, the sound was really nice. On this one, it's not. It's a little bit more quiet. Maybe also has something to do with the Euro 5. I'm not sure. Anyways, let's go back to the dealer now. Yeah, whoever likes retro bikes or retro style bikes, basically this is the bike for you. And I don't know if I mentioned the prices already. There in the range of the Triumph Trident. We have two prices because we have two price brackets here for this one. This is the black version. This is the cheapest one. In Spain you can get this for around about 8,600 euros. The other two colors, the green and the gray black one you can get for around 8,800 euro on the road. Also I noticed there's a little bit of a difference, a country difference. In Germany I think they're about 200 euro cheaper. The throttle is also a little bit twitchy on this 48 horsepower. I think this might actually have to do something with the 48, with the reduction with the 48 horsepower, because most of the 48 horsepower bikes that I've ridden from Kawasaki, they have this that they're very twitchy throttle. I tried the 125 horsepower Z900 and that did not have that. So I do think actually that it might actually depend on the reduction here. So let's see what it's like here on the highway. Yeah, of course we don't have any wind reflection deflection because it's a naked bike. The wind hits you above your belly button basically, but you know, that's to be expected, so I will not complain about this. It's a naked bike, and for speeds up to 120 or so, it's perfectly fine, I would say. Yeah, it's also fun. I mean, no matter where you go, it's light and flickable in the city, nice on the country roads, and enjoyable at, you know, speeds maybe up to 120 if it's not really that windy. And today it's not really that windy, so it is acceptable and quite nice actually. Yeah, so I don't want to stretch out this review too much. There's nothing really to say except that it is a very nice retro bike. Even in the A2 version with 48 horsepower, quite powerful, and I don't really have anything to complain besides the little teeny tiny vibrations in the seat. But still, the other Z650 also has this one, so I will not say anything about that. Anyways, yeah, pretty nice. My 2 thumbs up here for this Z650 RS retro bike. Thanks so much for watching. This is Better Ride Out. Take care. Bye bye.